Hola, buenas noches, mujeres y hombres. Buenas Aires y buenas noches. Noches because it's Twilight Struggle. Welcome to the game of the Losers Cup against Eduardo Sanz San Pietro from Spain. I call it the Losers Cup because it's silver playoffs, a place where players drop once they are eliminated from main playoffs or just get qualified after the group stage if they have not achieved a good enough result. I elected USSR as a higher seeded. Now what do we have here? Quite a standard setup. Despite East European unrest, I think I'll go for this. I don't have very great hand, and especially if it's 17 ops. Most of these are playable. But if I'm purged, it's suddenly strongly reduced. But I have some combo with Asia scoring and Vietnam revolts, and I guess I'm gonna headline Vietnam revolts. The Cambridge 5 is moot because he's likely to headline Middle East, and it's very unlikely that he has both scoring, so let it be this. Yeah, Middle East scoring. So let's go for this one. If he goes Thailand, I'm gonna counter with the China card, scaring nothing. Maybe I should have gone to Poland instead of Yugoslavia to be free with East European unrest. But okay. I hope I'll be able to play Distal before East European unrest. And it was quite necessary to force him to go into Italy. Excuse me. Now the China card in Thailand is a guaranteed success, but maybe Norat is just as playable. It's also a guaranteed success in a sense that I'm wiping him off. Yeah, let it be so. 3 was just enough. I don't really care about Norat at this stage. There are not many targets for it. He has to invest 2 ops in Canada to make it useful. Norat is a weird event. It's somewhat worse to play on turn 3 than on turn 1. Okay, let's cash in Asia scoring right now because I need to coup once more and to play Distal. I'm probably using Korean War to coup because I want to keep a Rapid Early War as a headline for the next turn, if possible. Europe is quite likely to be his. Yep, it's already in his possession. So I'm gonna Distal from, not sure from where, maybe Cuba. This is some source of ops. Of course, Finland and Yugoslavia come first. Vietnam also. Nasser, okay. Quite glad to see it. Right, let it be Poland. Sooner or later I'm getting there. Now with East European unrest, of course, I will have to spend one in Poland. Apart from that, I plan to put one in Lebanon and one in Libya, I guess, or in Zaire. Zaire is probably better. In case he has CIA to deny him taking 2 battlegrounds at once. And quite regretfully, he had Europe scoring. But okay, all scorings are gone. This is a best of one match, so whoever wins advances further. I advance further in case of a draw. And in the next round, Antoine Dano is awaiting for whoever there goes. Suez Crisis. I assume he takes Canada right now. Yep. No socialist governments. So I think Arab-Israeli war is quite worth playing. I can perform coup because I don't really care about his NORAD. Now I think I must perform coup. But where? This is the question. When I'm purged, I think it could be wise to start back and forth cooing. So let's go to Colombia. I only needed a 1. Now this hand must be handled carefully. If I can't see CIA, I should play 5-year plan along with containment. Otherwise, I should probably hold it. Of course, it's more than advisable to trigger decall. Oh, he could Brazil, and he gets NORAD, I think, into Brazil. After which I use nuclear test ban to take Venezuela and Iraq. But it was quite smoothly played by him because he now may threaten realignments in Venezuela. And it was quite close. I mean, had he rolled a 3, it would be kind of sort of game changing. Now, decall has 3 obvious targets: Nigeria, Algeria, and Indonesia, but the 4th target is far from obvious. I think Burma, because it's worth getting influence to India anyway. So he got Red Scare, I got D cards. Both of them. I should find some time to space duck and cover, preferably before he spaces. I'm glad to see Comic-Con, because I was somewhat worried about East European unrest. So let's space successfully, so that's nice. Of course, I'm not eventing Warsaw Pact. Yeah, he evented this, so I was the first there. Let's take here, let's boost here, just in case. I wish I saw socialist governments by now, but well. Now please play CIA. I don't want to get stuck with 5-year plan. Yep, he played CIA, so I can take a risk of holding 5-year plan. Of course, I may get CIA once again. I'm just accepting this risk under these circumstances. I always have the China card for the rescue. So I'm quite well prepared for the mid-war. Not so sure about early war regions, though. Preparation for mid-war must include, of course, jumping into Libya in case of early Sadat, and probably taking Argentina with +1. Oh, Mr. Big Spender, but at least containment is wasted. Socialist governments and defectors. He has the goal, so blockade is now pointless. But I like taking from France and Canada anyway. Okay, duck and cover. In this case, maybe I'm not taking from Canada. Again, I got no 4. I guess he got all the 4s, but a nuclear test ban so far. The goal wasn't played, was it? No. So let's do it this way. And resolve East European unrest first. Fight for Asia. By which I mean taking South Korea and playing into Burma. I can always have mill-ups with Arab-Israeli war. Maybe he has Korean war as well. I should dump independent Reds quite soon before he dumps Romanian abdication. Especially given that he has Truman. Mr. Damn Big Spender. If I want to hold, it must be 5-year plan. I think I'll play 5-year plan with blockade and just call it a day. So what? Maybe no, maybe not here. Yeah, we had priorities somewhere in the south. In the South America. If he doesn't over-control Pakistan, maybe I'm willing to take it with the China card. Oh, I'm not. No longer after his China card. After his Asia scoring, I mean. Okay, so defectors may as well go here. I don't like this VP track, but I don't think I could do much about it. He should be reluctant to coup, because he probably wants to coup Colombia on his last air to deny me MILOPS. Yep. So now I'm eventing this one. These 2 victory points are quite useful, actually, and this swap in Israel may also turn useful. Of course, he's now quite free to play the Korean War. The whole risk he's taking is giving up another 2 victory points for the event that has to be gone anyway. Mr. Big Spender, big spender. One, two. And the third one should go where? Let it be here. Sooner or later, a battleground always pays off. The goal. Yeah. And of course, he got you an intervention twice. Okay, but this is the hand I can't complain about totally. Like totally. So ABM treaty. What are my good coup targets? Pakistan is not really worth, but Brazil is worth and Panama is worth. So ABM treaty followed up with, I have 4 4-ups. Even Missile Envy is not that bad, although it's a 4-up card for him. Yeah, ABM treaty it is. And I'm cooing Brazil with success. Although not so much, because my next coup will leave Brazil open. Maybe I should have targeted Pakistan just to deny him access to Iran after Muslim revolution. On the other hand, I have Camp Middle East. Oh. I didn't really like it. Do I really need a big coup as a follow-up? Maybe I don't. Yeah. Let's say that was good enough. Because I think I should be able to outplay him with the power of my cards. Brush War should target Italy, I think. Arms Race is probably not the best card to trigger the event. As of scorings, Europe is still somewhere in the deck and it's 50-50 against Italy, so why the heck not? Camp David, probably space candidate. On the other hand, I don't want to space first now. Yep, Panama. South America scoring. Ouch. Oh. Okay, so Africa, Central America, and Europe. And Southeast Asia. So it must be now an Italy attempt. Please, please, please. Yes. And okay, he was very lucky with his cards in the early war. But this turn 4 compensates for what happened before to the full extent. Even though he discarded Quagmire and Middle East scoring. And what was there? Liberation Theology, yeah. And even though I'm likely to lose the China card sooner or later. What's he gonna do? He's probably going to realign Venezuela. What am I gonna do about it? I can coup Colombia, which may be useful by itself. Or I can just ignore it. Assuming that I can always just play the ops war against Venezuela and win this ops war. Okay, so this to make it unflippable directly. And this is an open battleground, so okay, maybe not a 4-op card. Let's use 3-op card, because I'm not really sure about my 4th op. I managed to equalize victory points, and he had lost his sources of points on the map. Salt negotiations, brush war. Okay. Italy is in danger. And the countries are not in danger with with salt. Negotiated. Mm-hmm. That was nice. I think I have to boost it. Muslim Revolution, although very tempting as an event. Yes! Okay, this was game-changingly lucky. Muslim Revolution is tempting as an event, but really not very necessary. Mm-hmm. This should keep him busy. What I'm unhappy quite about is that Cultural Revolution is gone. And of course, salt in his hand, meaning I'm not getting Quagmire anytime soon, I'm not getting socialist governments anytime soon. So I have to deal with this damned NORAD quite long. Maybe until the end of the game. But now Africa, Central America, Europe, and Southeast Asia are the most important. And I feel good in most of them. Is Missile Envy safe? I think it is. I think it is. Alliance for Progress. It gives him a 2. Bear Trap. So Missile Envy. Actually, it's quite a good hand to be bear trapped. Provided, of course, he doesn't escape in Africa due to it. Cuban Missile Crisis, okay. All right, John Paul successfully escaped. Cool. Oh, he's unable to coup, or he should give me West Germany back. Venezuela or Cuba? Cuba. All right. Well, not entirely all right, but okay, let's first. Oh no, not here. Here and here. Give him only one here. One small step is nowhere here. No. Damn it. Not a very convenient hand, I would say. I want, okay, one small step seen. Uh-huh. So, how I learned here. Or not. No, how I learned in Haiti. Africa is going to defend itself. Ah, damn it. Okay, I needed these points anyway. Central America is probably quite losable. So OPEC scoring. Africa scoring. OPEC scoring. Don't care about Central America. Try to space twice. And Sadat is then the hold card. My first space is going to be Nixon because I'd rather not see it evented. He doesn't have any 4-op cards. Okay. Okay. So Africa scoring. Maybe it should have been OPEC. Yeah, okay, Central America. Not that bad. OPEC scoring. Okay, Europe scoring. That was quite lucky that he got it. I feel good about this roll. Now that he doesn't have yeah, denying me. This one, slightly inconvenient. What scorings are left? Southeast Asia? Only Southeast Asia? Okay, so let's give it to him. He's more likely to take Egypt right now, which makes Camp David somewhat more playable. It's gonna be much harder to dominate Middle East after I do it, of course. Okay, that's one way to avoid Milops losing. Yeah, I got Southeast Asia scoring. I also got Red Scare Purge. And I think Red Scare Purge is what I want to play. Here, of course, the Voice of America is the main card to be sent to space. What's the coup card? What's the coup target? Panama Canal return. Okay, so I think the coup target is Brazil and the coup card is the China card. Or maybe not. Why don't we let him coup? Okay, if we do let him coup, I could as well coup Zaire and call it a day. And I could use kitchen debates because I'm gonna use Che anyway. Willy Brandt is tempting as an event. Okay, Egypt. The colonials. This should be addressed quite directly. I should probably hurry with Southeast Asia. It's 6 points and would be quite stupid to lose too many of them. He may now steal 3 with... Oh, he can't. He's purged. So he can only steal 2. Excuse me for a moment. I'm back. I see he played OAS and probably evented it into Venezuela. Okay, Southeast Asia scoring time. South America should be defended by Allende. Camp David is not much of a concern right now. So let's space first. Boo. It would be a nice swing, of course, but didn't work for him either. So with Camp David, Haiti, because, yeah, I want to protect Cuba against some nasty realignments. I'm unhappy about him dominating Middle East right now, but well, maybe it was wasteful, maybe I could have achieved the same with Che. On the other hand, okay, this solidifies my position a little. This secures America, okay, and this fights for another America, and I'm very glad about this sequence of roles, much more than had they happened the other way around. 8 cards to be drawn, so yep. Let's grab this point. Let's tickle West Germany a little. I didn't see grain sales to Soviets, so I'm quite glad it waited until the last turn. It might have appeared. Of course, I mean turn 7 by this, but I couldn't count on it appearing any later. Well, he got Brezhnev Doctrine. Sorry for a while. Okay, what did he do with this? West Germany and Zaire. Okay. Now I got Allende and grain sales and all sort of useful stuff, but I think it's mostly useful to play the Cambridge 5. Because I really want to know where are we playing. Where we are playing, excuse me. Plus, if I see Europe, I can put one in Canada and get rid of NORAD, at least temporarily. US-Japan is free. NATO is quite free. Okay. Okay, South America scoring. And I'm gonna see all his hand. Ooh. Okay, he is unlucky with this one. So, yeah, I think we're cooing Zaire. Following it up with the quite free US-Japan Mutual Defense Pact. Let's boost here. South Africa will have its time later. Summit puppets, kitchen debates, Truman. Puppets for a coup? Okay. But where? Columbia? But I have Che, mi compadre. Again, only one. Now I'd rather see it the other way round. Ooh, he's quite unlucky. And it's to a high extent. What does he have? Warsaw Pact, Short Diplomacy. Okay, there is some stuff, so let's try to realign Brazil. I shall probably give him the China card for the attempt to realign Brazil once more. That's the first play of the China card in this game. I realigned myself out. I'm playing 3 more turns, so I should probably take my time to play Allende. But first I have to play this guaranteed coup. Okay, he had the scoring to play. I got this one. I'm very close to auto victory right now. So, okay, so what he played? Theology, Warsaw Pact Shuttle, Summit Puppets. So he has Kitchen and Truman. Kitchen and Truman. And I'm 1 victory point away from winning the game. So what I should do in the first place is to avoid losing points. Okay, the reformer looks good. Of course, his CIA is somewhat inconvenient in a sense that he sees my Middle East scoring and may take some measurements against it. And I don't have a convenient way of earning the missing victory point. But I shouldn't lose this game on DEF CON, not any longer. And it doesn't look like he's able to win the game any other way than by DEF CON. Alright, let's dump it because it's not going to get any better. I was calculating the options of taking Israel, but he knows about my poor hand and he has the China card ready to play. So, Olympic Games for a coup. Do I have a coup target? Yeah, I have Costa Rica. So Panama Canal returned, came to the rescue. This double che and this fight for Colombia had an unusual drawback. I can only hold one. So I must play either Nixon or Ussuri or Colonials. Colonials are not that bad, actually. Okay, let's first dump Allende. He knows my hand, he may terrorize me, so let's play my cards first. Nicely done. Okay, let's play my cards first. I want to play it anyway. I know, it's quite easy for him to even take Turkey and UK and just call it a day. Oh no, because he can't afford -2 in Europe. Okay. Ortega is a free coup, so no event, because if it succeeds in Costa Rica, I have no coup targets anymore. So let's just play Ortega for this coup. Oh, this was the danger I was talking about. Now he has the coup once more, but that's not a big deal, of course. I should boost Thailand. Even twice, no, once should be enough. I mean, now it's not enough because if I coup, he has NORAD. He plays into Thailand and retakes it with the China card. But Olympic Games to Thailand and Algeria, because I feel I'll have to play colonial rearguards. Ideally, I would hold Nixon. Okay, you deserved having some good luck, but this was already scored. This is only meaningful if you survive until the final scoring. And even then, it's very hard for me to imagine that equalizing South America makes a difference, allowing you to survive. Ideally, I would hold Nixon, but also ideally, I wouldn't space because maybe it's worth spacing actually. Okay, that was nice because now I only have 2 points to respond to it. Of course, every battleground I have is boosted, but with this damned NORAD, He shouldn't be able to dominate Asia very easily due to the number of countries. On the other hand, Malaysia and Philippines are so close. And colonials make things even worse. Okay, Asia is scored now. So at least that's not a big deal. I don't want to risk spacing. I mean, I get perched and I get duck and cover, and who needs this sort of problems? Now that Asia is scored, I can dump it. I don't know why I continue. My answer is simple. You continue because you don't see a clear way for me to conclude the game with my victory. And it's very good that you continue. The goal to space race, so France is never going to be mine, but I earned 1 point for victory points. Alright, it's a good game now, I guess. I'm quagmiring him. And if he plays North Sea Oil, alright, Red Scarper, so now I got my points. Thank you for watching and see you next time.